Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast, special festival edition. Today we are with Rusty Socks. He is with the Cottontown Art Crawl. Just informed me that cotton is no longer king in South Carolina. Rusty, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you, Jake. Great to be here.
Hey, give us a little background on you. Where'd you grow up? Talk a little bit about your family and your career.
I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina, which is where the Cottontown Art Crawl is. Spent my whole life here except for about 3 years. I left and worked a job in Madison, Wisconsin, but it was too cold up there, so I came hightailing it back to the South, where the weather is beautiful in Columbia, South Carolina. So I've done a variety of things in my career, but the best thing I've done is move into this great neighborhood called Cottontown, where the living is terrific here in Columbia.
Okay. All right. Very good. Let's jump into the art crawl. Let's start with the when and the where.
Yeah, well, it's an annual art festival in our neighborhood, and we are on schedule for having the 6th annual Cottontown Art Crawl on Saturday, March the 9th, 2024.
All right, very good. Now, to the listener that's never been there, a lot of people are anxious to travel, especially that first part of the spring. So 3 questions to help our listeners. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning food? And what does it sound like? What kind of atmosphere, music, entertainment do you have going on? So let's go back to the beginning. What does it look like? What can they expect?
Well, when you come to the Cottontown Art Crawl, you can expect a whole lot of local and regional artists and craftspeople converging on the neighborhood. Residents of the neighborhood open up their front porches and their yards as space for artists to set up mini pop-up stores and exhibitions. Last year, we had 130 artists. This year, we're on track to having, probably 150 to 175, if not more. We've become really popular. So we're a historic neighborhood. We're a designated historic district, both nationally and locally. And so you can stroll among our historic homes, look at our beautifully landscaped yards, and appreciate the work of many, many artists that are offering their work for sale right here in the neighborhood. So that's a little bit about what it looks like. It's also going to be in the early spring, right as things are starting to bloom. The weather is usually fantastic, very mild that time of year. So it's a great day to be out and strolling amongst art and history in Cottontown and Columbia, South Carolina.
All right, let's talk about food. Is there going to be food vendors? Is there going to be opportunities to wine and dine while we attend this?
Yeah, the great thing about Cottontown is we've got a number of great restaurants right here inside the neighborhood. We've got barbecue, we've got vegan, we've got soul food, we've got pub food, we've got a microbrewery. So we've got a lot to offer within walking distance of the festival right here in the neighborhood, but we also bring in food trucks to add to the diversity of the food mix. And so you can expect to find something that's going to appeal to just about every taste while you're here. And we've got a fantastic duo of coffee purveyors right here. So you can expect to get here early, get you a cup of hot Joe and walk around until lunchtime, and then get some good food for lunch, and then finish your afternoon.
You're gonna pack them in with that right there by itself. All right, briefly, let's talk about the atmosphere. What are people going to hear? Is there music? Is there background? What's going on there?
Well, there is music. What you'll hear a lot of is a lot of friendly conversation and greetings to people that recognize each other and that know their neighbors and other folks that they're here to meet up with. It's a great social scene. People make plans to come and meet their friends and spend the day in Cottontown. But we do have a stage and we'll be offering live music, mostly local, emerging talent in the form of bands and individual musicians that are on our main stage. And they'll be playing. They usually start playing around noon, and they'll play right up until 5 o'clock. We keep it diverse. We have a great mix of music that we offer, everything from R&B to country westerns, some pop music, and some jazz. It's all likely to be part of the lineup.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Let's talk about the art for a second. We've done a number of interviews with art shows, and what we find is that price is always a determining factor when people attend these. Give us the price range of the pieces of art that are going to be for sale.
Well, I think you can expect a wide range for almost any budget. If you're looking to acquire some original art or something handmade by someone local, you're likely to find something within your price range here. We make a real effort to seek out artists to participate that are some are just getting their careers as artists started. And they may be offering things in lower price points, but we also bring in some artists that are very well known and are working in the top of their field and are commanding higher prices. So if you're looking for something small and inexpensive, you're going to find that here. If you're looking for something fine and large and something for your dining room or your living room, you're likely to find that here too. So we encourage everyone to have an idea of what they'd like and come and find it, because you're likely to do that at the Cottontown Art Crawl.
Very good. Very good. Do you have other events going on through the year?
Ours is mostly a neighborhood focused event. It gives you a flavor of what it's like to live and be a neighbor in Cottontown, where one of the goals of our event is to showcase just what a great neighborhood this is and the value that it adds to the city and the state of South Carolina and the region as a whole. So so I would ask you to repeat that question.
Yeah,
let me make sure I'm answering it fully.
Do you sponsor or coordinate other events throughout the year?
This is our main signature event. Okay. It is really what the Cottontown neighborhood is becoming known for. We do some smaller social events primarily for neighbors, but this is our big outreach event. Bless you.
Thank you.
This is our big outreach event for the year, as far as inviting the world to come to Cottontown and to see and enjoy and appreciate what we've got here.
Very good. Talk about your passion for this. How long have you been doing it? And obviously, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. So why? That's the big question.
Well, we've got a group of people that really work on this event, and I'm speaking on their behalf, because certainly I can't take credit for very much of it. But the event is 6 years old. It evolved out of the idea and the passion that one of our neighbors had 6 years ago, because she saw, or she had friends who were artists, but for whatever reason were having difficulty getting recognition for the work that they were doing. And she wanted to do something to give them an opportunity to show their work and get it in front of the public, and maybe even generate some income off of it, which is what every artist wants to do. And so she took it on herself to pull some neighbors together to say, sure, I'll put an artist on my porch. So I think she had about 10 or 15 artists on a single day, shoestring budget, handmade signs. She put out a little media alert and got a little bit of attention. And lo and behold, with not very much effort, about 300 people came that first year, and the artists were just over the moon. And so she started talking to some other neighbors, myself included, about what potential this had for growth and turning into something bigger than it started.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's where we are. And over the 6 years, we're now attracting upwards of 5,000 people. We've got 130 plus artists participating year to year and growing. It's a very exciting event, and the sky's the limit. I mean, we are really thrilled with where it's going. And yes, a lot of passion goes into it because we have three main goals with this event. One is to give local artists an opportunity to show and sell their work. The second is to showcase what a fantastic neighborhood Cottontown is and what it contributes to the city and the state. And the third goal is to generate business for our neighborhood small businesses, our restaurants, our shops, our retail, our fitness centers. They all participate in this event, and they all see benefits from having people come into the neighborhood and see what they have to offer. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, and we think we're doing a pretty good job of accomplishing those goals with the Cottontown Art Crawl.
Wow, very good, very good. How do people find out more information about the Cottonwood Art Crawl?
Well, the Cottontown Art Crawl. We have a Facebook page. You can find us at Cottontown Art Crawl on Facebook and Instagram. You can go to our website, which is cottontown.us, which is our neighborhood website, but has a link you can follow to the art crawl where you can see all about the event and see lots of great images from last year and previous year's events, so you can get a sense of the flavor. Like, as you said, what does it look like?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rusty, thanks for joining us today. I appreciate it greatly.
Hey, Jake, it's great for you to invite us on. We'll look forward to seeing lots of your viewers here in Cottontown on March the 9th, 2024.
Thanks, Rusty. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and